Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Carter James Ranch, home of the Kansas South Pole. Here we are 9 months later, finally starting to continue to document our journey into our first generation cattle ranch. So here we are unrolling a bale of hay to the South Pole herd. This is the breeding herd. This is all of our steers, our calves, and we still have the bulls in here for about another week. So here we are, January 2nd. Happy New Year to you. Took about a long 9-month break just to really focus in on our operation, what we were doing. To recap, at the end of 2024, we added a good number of South Poles out of Arkansas to the herd. So just created a much more complex operation. So just needed to get real dialed into what we were doing. So here we are, unrolled a small bale of hay. We've had unbelievable weather here in Kansas for the fall into the early part of the winter. And it looks like here till mid-January, so far as the apps can tell, we're looking pretty good. So we're still grazing. The Kansas prairie has gone somewhat dormant. You can see we still have some nice cool seasons in here. So feeding very minimal hay and just checking on the herd. They have a large area. In the summertime, we rotate them. If you follow the channel, we started going to some total graze options. But here in the midwinter, early winter, we are giving them much bigger areas so they can scout out where some of this green is. So we'll just walk through the herd real quick, take a look at everyone. We got a big, the bale came off the bale unroller down here, so everyone's huddled around. But I love unrolling hay. It gives us a chance to walk amongst the herd, check on everybody, make sure everyone's doing okay. We did have a weather event where we were fairly warm and then dropped about 50 degrees. So we've had a couple animals that had a few minor respiratory issues. We're watching this gal over here, the hunchback 96. She's kind of shaking a little bit, so we've had to treat her a little bit. I'm not sure what's going on with her, but she's still eating everything, just acting a little off. So we got to watch all of them. But the young calves have been growing. Hard to believe that we're already in January 2026. Within a few months, we are going to be calving again and lambing and starting the whole thing over again. Last calving season was fairly disappointing. We actually had a good number of animals that did not calve. Not sure if they didn't get bred or if they aborted. We had a really rough winter last year in January and February. So hoping that this one is a little more mild than what it is, so, or what it was last year. But overall, the animals are doing well. The Arkansas herd has done well here. We also had a real big problem last year. Most of the Arkansas herd really struggled with pink eye. So I'm not sure if it was the grasses, something off with their rumen when they got here, but we had an unbelievable time treating a lot of that. So this year we're trying to get in front of it with sodium bicarbonate, trying to keep that in their system. So hopefully that'll help. And I'm heading into next summer. But we'll just continue to document our day-to-day journey here at the Carter James Ranch as we progress through winter. So happy New Year to you. Great to be back. Hope you're doing well, and we'll see you in the next one.